This has been the most inept president in American history, endangering American security and endangering the world. First of all, he just said in a microphone he thought was off to the president of Russia that he'll have a lot more flexibility in cutting our strategic arsenal of missiles in his next term. He already wants to cut them 80%. How much does he want to cut them? He's eviscerating our military defense through huge budget cuts, weakening us. At the same time, China is building massively, and Russia's rearming, and we face international jihad. He's trying to weaken America. Well, the first thing he did when he came into office was go around the country apologizing for American exceptionalism, American greatness, our military strength. It's clear what his design is. He wants to make us a second or third rate country, weaken us, so we're no longer the superpower trying to maintain the strength of our value system in the world, in a world that's gone crazy. He pulled out and sabotaged the most important Arab ally we had, Mubarak, in Egypt. It's been replaced by Muslim Brotherhood. He's now giving money to Muslim Brotherhood, invites him to the White House, and they're taking over Egypt, a terrorist organization that's starting to withdraw from all its treaties from Israel and cut off oil and all the other terrible things. The world is much, much more dangerous. The biggest danger under Obama is that he's failed to stop Iran. The first year and a half, he thought he could talk them out of a nuclear weapon if that was even his intention. And then he's done everything he can to sabotage the sanctions that Congress has put, and they've forced him, forced him to sign a few sanctions, but he's done what he can to bypass them. And now his national security advisor, Jim Jones, admits that their goal is to contain Iran. How can he contain Iran? He's gotten angry all of our Arab allies who are so furious that he hasn't stopped Iran from getting nuclear weapons. It's clear he has no intention of doing anything before the election and is forcing Israel to not do anything. In fact, he's been the worst president in American history with regards to Israel, undermining Israel at every turn, blaming Israel for every problem in the Middle East, for the failure of the Palestinians who clearly don't want peace, blaming that on Israel. Embarrassing Netanyahu, sabotaging Netanyahu. It's just been a disastrous relationship with Israel. And you lay that squarely at his feet. Then you think about Afghanistan, announcing our troop pullout, and his Vice President Biden says they're not our enemy, the Taliban. Oh, it's okay that they throw acid in the eyes of girls trying to go to school, and that they're a terrorist organization, but they're not our enemy, according to his Vice President. And so if you go around the country, Turkey is turning more and more Islamist. If you ask the question, is the country more secure than it was 4 years ago? No. It's much more in a precarious situation. We face great threats from growing China that's now got an aircraft carrier in the Pacific. It's got 60 submarines. It's clearly going to try and push us out of the Pacific, while at the same time our Navy ships are down to the lowest amount of ships in many, many decades, cutting our military budget with huge losses, cutting down our missile system, trying to weaken us, obviously, or if that's not his goal, at least what's happening, and trying to end Americans' superpower status. It's a grave danger to the country. It's been an inept and horrible foreign policy. It's ridiculous that he claims as his foreign policy success killing bin Laden. First of all, he didn't find out about it until the end. And if he would have implemented the policies that he advocated while he was running, we would have never found bin Laden. We only found him because of Bush policies that he couldn't get Congress to eliminate. So it's so chutzpahdik and hypocritical of him to claim credit for killing bin Laden. Anyway, it's been a disaster, Obama's disastrous foreign policy.